Hi, it's me again. Hi, I'm not in the frame. Anyways, today's topic is old souls. And below, I am going to, right down there, I'm going to list some sites that you can explore if you are remotely interested in this topic or if you want to learn more about it. I've actually come across several really decent websites. And there's even an old soul quiz that you can take to find out if you are indeed an old soul. Um, when exploring this topic, I actually came across this website called the Michael Teachings, and apparently there's different soul ages. So you have like baby souls and infant souls and young souls and mature souls and then old souls. And I don't know. I don't know how I came across this topic, except that I was probably searching for information and it just so happened to cross my path. And it intrigued me, and I decided to explore some more. But today we're going to cover the topic of Old Soul, and there's a web page that basically goes over the 9 signs um, of an old soul. And let's begin. By the way, the quiz that you can take, I am not sure on the accuracy of it, but it's still fun. And I just like anything, especially quizzes that help one to know themselves more. I love that stuff. And for people who have the same mental whatever as me, you should go check it out. Okay, so 9 signs you're an old soul. Number 1, you tend to be a solitary loner. Because old souls are disinterested in the pursuits and interests of the people in their age group, they find it dissatisfying to make friends with people they find it hard to relate to. The result is old souls tend to find themselves alone a lot of the time. People just don't cut it for them. This is true in more ways than one. I enjoy my solitude immensely. In fact, I could spend days in the house and not leave and be totally content. If I do need stimulation, I could probably just drive to the mall or to a restaurant and just kind of park myself there and watch people. Because I think watching people in real time is pretty amusing and entertaining. I actually quit watching television for some time now. It's just rubbish, just silly, silly stuff. I just, my time is limited and I just don't want to waste my time watching silly things when I could watch silly things in real time. I think it's really funny. A lot of people, if you watch them, they're completely unaware of what they are doing, and it's actually quite comical. Sometimes I even watch myself and I think I'm comical. Anyways, moving on. Number 2, you love knowledge, wisdom, and truth. Absolutely. You have no idea. I read books galore, nonfiction books, and a lot of it has to do with, I don't know, there's a variety of things I like to read on. I like poetry, I like art, I like travel, I like self-realization books, personality books, self-help books. Yeah, those pique my interest. Never really interested in fiction books. I don't know why. I guess because if I wanted to live in an imaginary world with imaginary things and stuff like that. I could just go into my own head and access stuff like that. I don't need to waste my time reading whatever stuff in someone else's head unless it's going to help me grow and expand in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, so yeah, number 2, you love knowledge, wisdom, truth. Absolutely. And it says here, this seems a little grandiose and overly noble, but the old soul finds himself naturally gravitating towards the intellectual side of life. Old souls inherently understand that knowledge is power, wisdom is happiness, and truth is freedom. So why not seek after those things? These pursuits are more meaningful to them than reading up on the latest gossip about Snooki's latest boyfriend or the latest football scores. Yes, absolutely. Number 3, you're spiritually inclined. More emotional old souls tend to have sensitive and spiritual natures, overcoming the confines of the ego, seeking enlightenment, and fostering love and peace are the main pursuits of these young in-body Mother Teresas. To them, it seems the wisest, most fulfilling use of time. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm spiritually inclined. I'm always seeking things that will help me to understand this mechanism, this whole mechanism, from the micro to the macro. I just want to understand things. I don't know why, because I feel like there's a deeper aspect that we still haven't explored yet, and that will bring us closer to what is real truth. Everything that we've been taught and told is just ludicrous stuff, man. I challenge everything. I do. You have to. I also experiment a lot. I feel like that's the best way to figure out what's your truth. Because someone else's truth may not be your truth. And for me, I do a lot of experiments on myself to see if what I read is indeed true. Okay, moving on. And I'm going to speed this up because we're only at 3 and there's 6 more to go. So number 4, you understand the transience of life. Old souls are frequently plagued with reminders of not only their own mortality, but that of everything and everyone around them. This makes the old soul weary and at times withdrawn, but wisely dictates the way they live their lives. Yeah, it's true. I find that I'm a pretty detached person. And I don't like to necessarily impose or impede upon other people's lessons or journeys in life. Just kind of like watch things and let things be, because I think that's the real nature of it all. I think when you try to change it, when you try to mold it to fit a certain way based on how you think it should be, just that's not it, man. It's not true. It's just you're trying to make something into something it's not. So you just watch stuff and let things be to some extent. I think we're on 6. No, we're actually on 5. Damn. Okay, we're thoughtful and introspective. Old souls tend to think a lot about everything. Their ability to reflect and learn from their actions and those of others is their greatest teacher in life. Absolutely, that's why people watch. One reason why old souls feel so old at heart is because they have learned so many lessons through their own thought processes, and possess so much insight into life situations from their ability to quietly and carefully observe what is going on around them. I think we already covered this. That's why I'm so detached and I just kind of allow things to be without trying to change it. It takes too much energy, especially if you're trying to change someone else. Impossible. Impossible. The only person you can change is yourself. And I feel like, yeah, when you look at the people around you, they're like mirrors and mirrors and reflections of different facets of yourself. And if you can look at something comfortably, then you've accepted that aspect of yourself. If you encounter someone who rubs you the wrong way, then that's probably they're reflecting something about you that needs to be explored and understood and accepted. That's the best way I can put it. Okay, number 6, you see the bigger picture. Rarely do old souls get lost in superficial details, getting useless degrees, job promotions, boob jobs, and bigger TVs. Old souls have the tendency to look at life from a bird's eye view, seeing what is the most wise and meaningful way to approach life. When confronted with issues, old souls tend to see them as temporary and passing pains that merely serve to increase the amount of joy felt in the future. Consequently, old souls tend to have placid, stable natures, and as a result of their approach to life. Pardon me if I can't read properly. Mind fart. I have those on occasion. It's true. I don't indulge in superficial things. It doesn't interest me whatsoever. If people are running out to buy like the latest iPhone or something, I'm just not interested. In fact, whatever people are running towards, I either challenge or I go in the opposite direction. Period. It's like, I don't know, I feel like if everyone is going after something, something's wrong. I need to go explore and maybe even head in the opposite direction. That's what I do usually. March to the beat of my own drummer. Okay, number 8. You are a strange, socially maladaptive kid. This is not always the case, but many old souls exhibit odd signs of maturity at young ages. Often these children are labeled as being precocious, introverted, or rebellious, failing to fit into the mainstream behavior. Usually these children are extremely inquisitive, intelligent, seeing the purposelessness of many things their teachers, parents, and peers say and either passively or aggressively resist them. Yes, this is true. Absolutely. I feel like I'm a rebel in my own way. A hermit rebel. There's little things that I just don't adhere to. Okay, number 9, you just feel old. Absolutely. I always tell people, a lot of people I encounter, they tell me, you don't look old. I'm like, don't let this fool you, because inside I feel very old. Seriously, I feel like there's an old person living inside of this, like, shell. And it's not even, like, about feeling old. I think it's more of a mental, emotional kind of oldness. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. If you have any questions, concerns, if you agree or disagree, please leave your comments below. And don't forget to explore the websites because they're pretty interesting and they're right below. Just go see some more. Yeah, great tools for self-exploration and growth and evolution. All right, gonna sign out now. Peace.